everyone, welcome back. And if you like these videos I've been putting out so far, please consider subscribing and hitting that like, and maybe even pressing the notification bell so you can see the next video when it releases. It really helps me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. Thank you all very much. And let's talk about what we got planned for this video. And it involves removing that tree right there. And the only reason we got to remove that tree right there is because I want it basically side by side with our villager breeder there. And what is this build? It is going to be an iron forge. Yes, I know you've all probably seen them, many times before. But the iron forge is going to have our iron farm in it. And our villager breeder has been working. We've got quite a few villagers here grown up and ready to go. And we need to get them pumping out us some iron so we can go ahead and get our trade hall worked out. And I'm not too for sure where I want to put the trade hall. I just know I don't want it to be anywhere near our little base here, because villagers are kind of loud. I do have the silence mobs data pack, I think it is. The silence mobs data pack. Yeah. And I could silence them, but that involves getting name tags and stuff. But I do hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a time lapse of me collecting some materials there and building this little bit of a road here. As you can see here, I got some packed mud with some bricks thrown in. I need to throw in a few more bricks here. I think I got them in one of these chests. Here we go. That there should work. I just want to put in, not too many, just enough to kind of highlight the road a little bit. Maybe put one right here. I think that there would be okay. Let's go ahead and throw these last two right here and here on the road. Here we go. And that just kind of breaks up some of the pathway blocks from being one solid block. I think maybe a couple more right here. Probably be okay. Yeah, I like that. Just kind of break up the harshness of the one solid block and give it some texture. There we go. That looks much better. Go one there, and that's going to be good enough for now. But I got a few more resources to gather up for our build right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and go get them collected up. All right, everybody, I got all the materials I need, hopefully everything I need, and a little bit of extra just in case I do need any of that. But with that said, let's jump into this time lapse. Let's get this thing built and then get it loaded up with our villagers and have this iron farm going. Let's go. And there it is, everyone. There is our iron forge. Now, I do plan on changing this grass out here for probably stone or maybe even just regular stuff. That way we have our forging floor. And I'll put in some bits of coal ore. What would be really cool is if we had tough ore, like tough coal and tough redstone. That would be neat. But we don't have that in the game. So we're going to just use probably a little bit of stone with some coal. That way it looks like our anvil, when they're working on it, is spewing out some slag. And our inside is very, very basic. Of course, we'll get this decorated up later on. And I have to get our 3 villagers up in there. And while y'all was enjoying that time lapse, I went ahead and made a staircase up. Because our villagers will be right here, and our zombie will actually be right here. And we'll have our trapdoors going across here and here. That way they can sleep and the zombie can scare them. So let's see if we can pop us out a couple villagers from this build here and get them over there where we need them to be. And get this iron farm going. Bring you guys back when I have it going. Or when I have them in, and then we'll get a zombie to follow us from somewhere. Probably right over here. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we can get us a zombie fairly close. Alright, we got our villagers in up here, as you can now see. I did have this opened up a little more. I do plan on replacing these windows with something else, but for now we will have to get our zombie in here. And it's getting close to nighttime, and I made a few boats to try to help with catching it. Catching one, but if we're lucky we can get one somewhere close to around here to spawn in. Ooh, there's a zombie. Hopefully just a zombie around. There's a skeleton. We're not too much worried about him. Ooh, creeper. We don't want to deal with a creeper. Come on, Mr. Creeper. I wish I'd have had a bow. And I lost my shield. Let's see if we can take care of this creeper. Oh, don't blow up, don't blow up! He made a hole in our terrain. I should have known better. Is our shield in here? Or am I just overlooking it? Nope, I don't have my shield. We got the one zombie. See if we can take care of the skeleton real quick. There's that guy. You want to pick up the shears? Do they pick up? Oof. Oof. We got him. I would like to... I don't have a name tag. Get him pulled up here. Anything else around? Good so far. Hope I broke the lead. That's okay, that's why we brought extras. Down there. Doesn't look like he wants to pick up the leash or nothing though. Since we got him in a boat, we can go ahead and keep him somewhat safe. Maybe we can. Okay, we got him at least. I've been searching these cave mines again for trying to find more mine carts that I might have, not seen. I did find a couple. Will give us a few more torches, the books, and just a few things. And you can see how these diamonds are just completely everywhere. I did find a couple places that I didn't light up. More diamonds. But hopefully we can find more diamonds. Sorry, every time I see the diamonds, it's like I'm just having a little bit of a distraction moment. Alright, I found another minecart here. Let's see what it has. And, ooh, it's shiny diamond. We don't have to find, and a name tag. That's exactly what we wanted. Never mind the diamond. I came for that name tag. I do hear a zombie around me somewhere, which means I haven't lit up somewhere. Might as well go ahead and take these rails while I'm at it. Because free rails is free rails, right? Well, let's get back to the surface and name more zombie. Alright, I went ahead and pulled our zombie from here over to here. I think we will name him Pickle. Why? Because I just thought that was funny. Now what I would like to do is get him to come up this way. And see if we can't guide him up here and have him fall straight down here where he will be in his little pod for the villagers. So hopefully we can get him in there. Alright, now I do believe I have a pathway for him to come through this way. Fix that little spot right there. So hopefully when I break the boat down here, I'll break it from the outside of the cage and see if he can't track me or the villagers and come up through this way. There shouldn't be nowhere he could get out, but it is most definitely a possibility. But let's hope we can get him to follow us all the way up here. Here we'll use the F3 and B trick to try and get the boat. There we go. And let's see if we can get him to follow us. Oh, he's in there. I didn't even realize he was actually in there still. Haha, buddy, you are in there forever. That is your new home. I hope you enjoy it. And there you are, Mr. Pickle. There is your new home. Now I gotta get all this here off before a iron golem decides he wants to spawn on the dirt. And he already did. That's okay. We can take care of him in just a moment. But first, I want to get all this dirt gone. Alright, I got all of our dirt cleaned up. So let's see if we can get Mr. Golem's attention here. And I'm not sure if he'll run off the roof there or not. So let's go ahead and just pillar up a few blocks here. Here he comes. Will it be? Okay, there we go. I was going to say he jumped off air, but won't jump off air. How ironic is that? Can't reach him from here. Yeah, there we go. And that guy's taken care of now. Which that iron will be needed. And let's go see if we got any golems spawning there. No, not yet. Surely we don't have any inside of here. No. We did get our first golem. Hopefully he can't spawn in anywhere else. Oh, I forgot to mention, look. I got to save the tree because I moved the forge over just a few blocks. And that helped us tremendously. I want a pillar up there to make sure that I did get all the spawnable blocks buttoned off here. And it looks like everything is going good. Ooh, there's a golem. I hear a golem. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Now we're making our tools and forging, melting our iron. Look at that. Oh, we had 2 golems and I didn't even notice it. Or can one golem get with 8 iron ingots? I don't know. But there it is, guys. Our iron forge up and running, pumping the iron out. Villagers in place, zombies in place, golems coming in. Our forge is just working its little part out. And giving us, I already got, she's creating it. So here we go. Here we go. And I really, really like this build. It took me a little while to actually to design it, but that's okay. And with our forge hard at work, I'm going to AFK here for a little while. And try to see how much iron we can actually get from this little farm. And with that, guys, thank you all very much for watching. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to catch the next episode. And giving this video that thumbs up. Like the video. To let YouTube know that you do like these videos. And it helps me out a ton. And I'm going to let this forge, just pump the iron here. And until next time, see you all later.